Hello everybody, Steve here from dudehack.com, and today we're going to be talking about what happens when somebody reports you on Hinge. So you've jumped back on Hinge and maybe somebody that you've been speaking to has been a little bit inappropriate. You've decided to report them and now you're wondering what will happen to that person. Or unfortunately, you might be on the other end of the spectrum, which I hope isn't the case. And maybe you've said something or someone's taken something a little bit out of context and they've gone ahead and reported you. So now you're wondering, well, what's gonna happen to my Hinge profile? Well, look, when it does come to Hinge's reporting, there is a few things to go over in terms of how you do it, what happens to you after you've been reported or you've reported somebody else, and just the process and the security that they do go through. But first, guys, just a quick reminder, my name is Steve. I'm the owner of dudehack.com, which is all about online dating. So if you want to check out articles on anything online dating and all online dating apps, go and check it out. Also, if you don't think Hinge is going to be the right dating app for you, look, I highly suggest you go and you take my free quiz, which will tell you exactly what dating app would suit you better. I've popped a link for that down in the description just below. But look, guys, you're here today to find out about Hinge's reporting, so let's jump into that right now. Now, when it comes to reporting on Hinge, it's really straightforward and really simple. You'll see here on a Hinge's profile, the little three dots that does show up above their profile. You will click on that. Now, that's when it will come up saying if you want to report. Now, it's going to show up backwards to you, but if I press report, after that, it'll be shown a list of different reasons why you did want to report them. Now, those reasons are, if I can get the clarity back, cool. So those reasons are, I'm not interested in this person, profile is fake, spam or scammer, inappropriate content, underage or minor, offline behavior, or someone is dangerous. Now, once you do report somebody, that match will instantly be deleted, so they will not be able to see your profile and you will not be able to see their profile ever again. Hinge also has email support, so that if somebody has actually unmatched you already, like they've thrown out a really inappropriate comment and then deleted you, so you don't have a chance to reply or anything like that, or actually report them. If you have maybe taken a screenshot or you remember their username or anything like that, you can get in touch with Hinge's email support, and that can be a way you can report that user as well. Generally, the more information you have, the better. And just a quick side note here, keep in mind that when you do actually unmatch with somebody, it is much the same as reporting someone in the fact that you will not actually see that person's profile again. So look, if you're just not really vibing with someone or something like that, and you just don't want to see them again, don't want to chat with them again, maybe just go and unmatch them instead of reporting them. Unless, of course, they've been inappropriate or made you feel uncomfortable. Then definitely report their ass. But look, maybe you've seen one match or a few matches actually disappear and you're wondering, well, was I reported? Look, there was actually a few glitches over the last sort of year or two with Hinge. So if you've seen a bunch of your matches disappear, it doesn't necessarily mean you've been reported. Now, if you want to see if you have actually been reported or not, there's not too much of an easy tell. If your profile is still working, you're still able to swipe with people and chat with them, then it's not really too clear if you've been reported or not. Well, look, Hinge does take reporting very seriously, at least it does say so in their terms and conditions, and it will be a permanent action when somebody does get banned. But it does seem that if somebody has been reported, that they still can use the app. Now, the main way to tell if your account has been reported is if you've actually been banned. That is really the only way for you to tell, and chances are, if you're at that point, you've probably messed up more than just one time. That's because Hinge is quite clear that if you do get banned, it is because you have breached their terms of service. So it's not really easy to get banned in the first place. So look, if you're watching this video because you got banned, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that chances are you've done something wrong or been inappropriate, and you might need to sort of recheck your approach. But there might also be that 1 in 10 that hasn't done anything wrong and their account has been banned due to just a miscommunication or things like that. I remember speaking to a guy who jokingly once said to a match that he was underage as a joke, and he got banned. So what can we do to get around that? Well, look, in terms of getting your Hinge account back, if you have messed up and you have been banned, the best I could do for you right now is to go over to dudehack.com, check out my article on how to get your Tinder account back. Yes, I know that might sound a little bit convoluted. Why am I talking about Tinder with Hinge? The reason is it's quite simple. You will need to get a new phone number, maybe even a new Facebook account and things like that. So go and click on the article that I put down in the description below if you do want to follow those steps to try to get your Hinge account back. But look, from this point on, I am going to assume that all of you guys watching haven't messed up, haven't done anything inappropriate or creepy or weird, and you're just wondering if that person that you're speaking to, what happens once you report them. But you might be wondering at this point, what actually does get you banned? Yes, I spoke about the underage thing, but there is more to it. So let's get into those reasons right now. So as I said before, when it comes to getting banned on Hinge, it has to be if you've breached their terms of service. Unfortunately, Hinge won't actually reach out and explain to you why you've been banned, and they won't even reply if you do reach out to get your account back. To them, you're essentially blacklisted from that point on. But basically, Hinge does have a team of human moderators that will go through those reports and basically weed out what does need to be banned and what doesn't. Now, before we do jump into that list of reasons that you can actually get banned on Hinge, if you are enjoying this content, please go ahead and like the video and subscribe. It does mean a lot. But moving back onto Hinge now. Now, Hinge's terms of service is a treasure trove to dig through to basically show you what you shouldn't do to get banned. And I'm gonna run through those now. Number one is pretending to be somebody that you're not, even if that's in a minor way. Like I said with that example before, I had a friend who said in a passing joke that they were 13 or something, and it was kind of a silly joke, but at the end of the day, it got them banned, like instantly. Or for example, I've seen the opener where people say that they're a Nigerian prince or something like that, just as a joke. At the end of the day, stuff like that might get you banned. So just be a little bit careful. I'd say chances are if one of these actual human moderators had a look at those messages and saw you joking about being a Nigerian prince, hopefully you wouldn't get banned, but just be on your toes with that one. Next is trying to mess with Hinge's algorithm. Now, what this means exactly, I don't really know, because at the end of the day, I feel like most of these users on all dating apps nearly are doing what they can to maximize their chances against the algorithm. So look, I wouldn't worry too much about that. Just do you. Next is using the platform for any harmful or nefarious type things. So if you're doing anything dodgy or you're trying to use the platform for a sort of, business or something that's a little bit black markety, chances are you're probably going to get banned. Next, if you forge anything or if you break an NDA, that can get you banned as well. Now, I've never been asked to sign an NDA on Hinge with any of my chats. Chances are if you're asked to sign an NDA, you probably shouldn't. I'll just say it's a little bit weird on the platform of Hinge. But really, at the end of the day, those are the things that can get you banned. It's interesting to me that there isn't as much of a focus on inappropriate messages rather than sort of, legal things like NDAs and whatnot, which I find personally very interesting. So after this whole video, if I had one piece of advice, it's this. Don't lie, don't take advantage of people, don't try to manipulate, and don't be a dick, and you'll be fine. So look, that is basically it, guys. If you're still with me at this point and you have enjoyed today's video, please go ahead and like and subscribe. And remember, if Hinge isn't the right dating app for you, you're still not sure, go and take my free dating quiz, which will tell you exactly what dating app suits you best. Remember, I put a link to that in the description below and basically a link to everything I've spoken about today. So go and check that out. But stay tuned next time. Be safe, be well, and I'll see you later.